Imagine you're a robot. Every moment you hear a beep, a light flashes, something new appears on your screen. And you're just executing these commands. Like your brain isn't even yours anymore. Quick question. When's the last time you actually watched a movie without checking your phone? Or read a book without jumping over to Telegram halfway through? If your answer is, I don't remember, welcome to the club of cheap dopamine addicts. Don't worry, by the end of this video, we're going to detox our brains. Ready? Let me paint you a scenario. It's 9 a.m. You have a day full of important work. Meeting at 10, report due at 12, the boss's important email at 2 p.m. Great, you start writing your to-do list, but suddenly, a notification pops up. Your friend posted something new. Oh, I need to see what they said. 5 minutes gone. Then you think, well, since I'm here, let me do a quick search on Twitter. A hot news story. There goes another 15 minutes. Well, now that my brain is warmed up, maybe 10 minutes of Instagram wouldn't hurt? And voila, it's 12 p.m., you haven't started anything, and on top of that, a little wave of guilt hits you. I'm so lazy. Funny thing is, this feeling of laziness you throw at yourself, that itself produces more fake dopamine. It's like you're blaming yourself just to feel a little sense of payback. Isn't that ridiculous? Our brains are so complex, yet so easily fooled. These quick, easy pleasures are like too many sugary snacks. They feel good at first, but in the long run, they destroy you. Are you feeling that sense of lack right now? That realization of how much time you're wasting? Good. That's the first step. Now, let's go a little deeper. Why do you think this happens? Why is our brain so in love with this cheap dopamine? First, it's wired to seek instant pleasure. Our ancestors needed to quickly get to food, safety, and now that survival instinct has turned into constantly checking our phones. Second, these apps are masters of addiction design. Their algorithms know exactly when to send a notification to pull you back in. They're designed like casinos. There's always that hope that maybe this time it'll be something important. If you woke up tomorrow morning and deleted every single entertainment app, Instagram, YouTube, Twitter, games from your phone for just 1 week, what would you do? How would you feel? At first, maybe excited. But then, do you think you could actually fill that void? Or would you find another excuse? This is exactly where most people fail. They think they need to cut everything off at once, but then they feel empty and aimless, and they just go right back to where they started. This is where the Dopamine Detox Rule comes in. This rule doesn't tell you to quit everything. It tells you how to reduce the gradual poisoning and replace it with real pleasure. This is a process, not a magic command. Step 1. Awareness and identification. First, you need to figure out what's giving you cheap dopamine. Grab a notebook. Every time you feel like you're wasting time aimlessly, write down what you are about to do. Just observe. Don't judge. For example, 10 minutes on Instagram, 5 minutes checking unnecessary emails, 20 minutes watching mindless short videos. Step 2. Purposeful replacement. Now that you know where you're losing time, you need to fill those moments with things that give you deep dopamine. Deep dopamine comes from hard things, from learning, creating, exercising, real connection with people. Make a short list of these value-creating activities for yourself. For example, 10 minutes of reading, 15 minutes of walking, 5 minutes of breathing exercises, or even listening to a useful podcast. Whenever you feel yourself reaching for cheap dopamine, tell yourself, I'll just do this useful thing for 5 minutes. Usually, after 5 minutes, it's much easier to keep going. Step 3. Create barriers. This is the hardest part. You need to make it harder, not impossible, just slightly harder, to access the things that steal your time. For example, turn off unnecessary notifications. Put the apps that waste your time in a folder that's out of reach. Take your phone out of the room when you're working or studying. Set a timer for social media use. Look, this detox rule isn't supposed to turn you into an emotionless robot. The goal is for you to regain control over your pleasures, to understand when you're actually enjoying yourself and when you're just selling your time for a bunch of cheap happiness. But here's something important I need to tell you. You're still not perfect. None of us are. This detox path will be full of slip-ups. Maybe tomorrow you'll go right back to those same apps. Maybe you'll think, I'm so weak. And just like that, that feeling of imperfection comes back. But remember this, the goal isn't to be perfect. The goal is to make progress. Every time you come back to the path, you're one step ahead. This is that quick comeback after a fall. Here's your final challenge. Starting today, implement just one of these 3 steps for 1 week. Just one. See what difference it makes. If you can do that, add the next step the following week. Your brain is yours to control, not the dopamine algorithms. Start your detox. I'm waiting to hear about your experiences in the comments. If you found this video useful, hit like and share it with your friends.